Welcome everybody, it's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks so much for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot. Have you got your numbers? Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, I've got mine. If you are new perchance, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell as well. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's go to the board now and we're going to rock and roll. All right, so we're doing card number 1. Card number 1, and I'm closing my eyes now. What do I see for card number 1? Okay, so I see a blank piece of paper, somebody doing some handwriting, rather neat, very beautiful writing, in fact, little swirls and flourishes and things. But this is basically saying that you've got messages coming, and they might be beautiful messages because this is the handwriting's so lovely, unlike my own, which looks like chickens scrawling in the dirt, scratching in the dirt rather. Scratching in the dirt, that's my handwriting. Okay, the card that comes up is the High Priestess, so that sort of fits because it is a beautiful energy around this. And the High Priestess indicates intuition, using your intuition. Now, if you are involved with some organised religion perchance, that's fine. However, do remember to come from your own heart, not what is written necessarily in whatever it is that you follow, because you're getting somebody else's opinion, okay? You're getting... And some of these religions go back thousands of years, and they're usually written by men. So you're getting some old guy's... opinion from several thousand years ago, and it might have some relevance to your life and it may not. So that's why it's really important that you listen to your heart and decide all matters for yourself. You see this blue that she's wearing, that's often that colour is associated with Archangel Michael. So if you do feel like you have a relationship with Archangel Michael, you could perhaps get some messages coming through. What I notice with Archangel Michael is because it's a high vibration, a very high vibration, sometimes it's difficult to get into that receptive mode at that level. But what can happen is you can get other angels coming through at a lower level that we can rise up to, and you'll get a message from Archangel Michael through another angel, okay? So, but messages from the angels can come not only from angels, but they also come from people or animals, or, they come in events that are, synchronicity is at play, and in all manner of ways. They come through numbers, for example. This is a major arcana, suggests that it's pretty important. Could be tied to some life-changing event, okay? Let's have a look at number 2 now. Oops, this one's come out by itself. Do I have a picture? I've seen it now. Yes, well, I see her. She's got sage in her hand here. But what I do is see her holding a great big pink flower like a hibiscus to her chest is what I see. She has actually got some flowers on a T-shirt there by the look of it. And so holding something beautiful close to your heart, it's about the feelings. Wands is very interesting because it is all about fiery magic as well. And this card is saying that any restrictions or limitations around you, you can step out of those. Now, it's easier to overcome restrictions or limitations. And if you take action, because she is in red, so, sitting back and not doing anything is not going to help you. But if you take action, you can free yourself from restrictions in a very fiery, creative and spiritual manner, okay? Some of these restrictions might have to do with travel too, because we have the world up there. And maybe you feel like you're being called to go on a trip somewhere. Do let me know in the comments. Alrighty, we're doing card number 3 now. What do I see? I see a white ocean liner making good progress on the seas, on the open oceans. And this is about you sailing through your life with the subconscious contents and feelings and a little bit choppy, but not much. It's like you could make progress spiritually this week, I guess, is one way of interpreting what I'm seeing. Okay, let's have a look and see. The card is the Ten of Wands. Okay, in order to make progress, it would be far easier for you to drop the burden. Been carrying around something from the past, and now the end of the cycle is coming. The 10 is a 1 and a 0, saying new beginnings are on their way, but you have to be patient because they won't happen overnight. 0 is all about the limbo, of course. The 10 of Wands is basically saying, give it up. You may be feeling oppressed in some way, and this burden is just about over. Okay, so up to you to drop it. There's a lot of green in this card. She's wearing green, which is always good. This hill at the background is like a mountain to climb, and I feel like that mountain, it's like it's over. Whatever that issue was, that huge challenge, it's finished. And maybe, you might be still in recovery mode some way. However, you can let go of it now. 10 of Wands. Okay. That was my card, so good. That's all I can say. All right, number 4. Too many cards come out then, so I'm not reading them all. Number 4, card number 4. We'll turn that one over too. All right, start again. Okay, I can see in my mind's eye the stars, and there's a particular star that's shining brightly in the night sky. So follow your inner light, and there's a sort of feeling of hopefulness around it, even if you're not sure, even if you feel like you're in the dark about some things. We all go through that, the long night of the soul. And that can go for a long period, not just one night. That can go for actually a few years. And we all go through some sort of situation which takes a long time to resolve. But there's some sort of hopefulness here, and somebody's shining a light for you to follow. Okay, so let's see. The card that comes up is the 10 of Cups. It's about nurturing. It's great to nurture other people, especially little children, or people who, people who have a wounded inner child, for example. However much you nurture somebody else, you have to pay the same amount of attention to yourself. That's critical. So this is also about motherhood, being a mother to somebody or to your children, or to yourself. And you'll see there she's wearing a teal skirt, so the growth and development that comes from that, but also getting whatever messages it is, getting your message out into the world. But this is a beautiful card, and it's basically saying you may need some TLC. It's a time to look for contentment and emotional richness in the family, or if you don't have a family, because not everyone does, then to find that into yourself. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, take care of yourself. We're in winter now, and the cold weather, we just had a lot of rain last night here in Queensland. The cold weather's started, so apparently down south they're having a lot of rain, so let's hope there's no flooding. But take care of yourself, stock up on soups and things, make some soups for yourself. Okay, self-care. Number 5. Number 5 is alive, closing my eyes. Now, what do I see? Cash register receipts coming out of machines very quickly. You may have a lot of expenses coming up if you pick card number 5. So, budget, be a bit cautious with your money. It doesn't mean that you're short of money. Maybe you're just stocking up your pantry. I mean, it's the appropriate thing to do in winter anyway, and especially if you're expecting floods, because you're in an area that might be low-lying, for example, it's good to stock up your pantry and be prepared. All right, the card that comes out is the 7 of Swords, also known in the old days as the Thief in the Night card. it used to be that they would interpret this, psychics would interpret this as somebody stealing from you, not necessarily physical things, but things like your self-respect or your self-esteem, your time, your energy, your effort. I'm a bit more positive about it because these bright yellow legs, it's saying you've got some power. Whatever the situation is, you've got some power to walk away and you can choose something different. It doesn't have to be like it's always been. So there's some sort of success here, even if you're coming from a difficult situation. See, she's got a lot of ideas. That's the swords, the ideas in her mind, and she's put 2 in the ground. So she's actually making something physical, making something, turning something out from a bad situation, making a physical manifestation of what she's been through. These tents in the background can sometimes indicate travel, but usually because of the shape, I interpret them as your chakras opening up, more energy and power coming to you. This card, however, is more about the mental realms and deciding what you're going to do with your knowledge and experience and grounding it into physical reality. And look, not all of your ideas are probably going to work out. If they do, lucky you. But some probably will. If you have enough ideas and you keep putting energy into them, some of them are going to come out. Most probably. Alrighty, there's our 5 cards. Oh, sorry, it's hard to see. The sun just started shining. How about that? The sun shining on number 4. Oh, just the edge of number 3. Number 4 and number 5. Okay, so we've only got one major arcana, which is number 1. And we don't have any royals. So it's probably a week to be more quiet. It's probably a good week for self-reflection and for some creativity to come in. Okay, we've got the mental realms, we've got the emotional realms here, and we've got 2 wands, which is all about, fiery creation. Okay, creating something. Alrighty, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate that. Don't forget, leave a like and a comment. That would be fabulous. Most importantly, have a fabulous week, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.